One good conversation we had in the office this week is talking about which one did you prefer growing up more, Nickelodeon or Cartoon Network? And then we couldn't really break it down because there's, Cartoon Network or Nickelodeon, you got the cartoon side and the live action side.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't even know if that's really a fair comparison.
It's a fair comparison. I mean, I think the Nickelodeon would probably take it.
What are some of the Nickelodeon GOAT shows?
I always go to SpongeBob, man. I love SpongeBob.
SpongeBob really made its way through generations. Like, I can watch that. I used to watch it with my baby brother while I was in college.
Oh. They still air it. So
yeah, I think they still make new episodes.
Do you know your favorite SpongeBob episode?
Oh, man, I probably couldn't tell you the name of it.
You gotta give me the plot.
Well, I love the one where they go and see Sandy in the dome, and they need the water.
Yeah,
and he doesn't want to tell her that he needs it.
He gets all dusty on that zoom in. Yeah, that's a good one.
That's a great one.
Dog, the one with Weenie Hut General's Hospital, so damn funny to me. So damn funny to me.
The one where he tries to go to like the strong gym or
like,
strong bar or whatever.
What do you have? I had
you go over there.
A bowl of nails for breakfast.
Yeah.
Without any milk.
Look, you can open up this ketchup bottle. You can get in.
He was such a weakling, dude. And then as soon as he gets in, he slips.
And he got the blow up arms.
The blow up, yeah, that was that episode.
But somehow they actually did make him stronger.
Yeah.
Even though they were just air.
No, he couldn't even lift up a marshmallow with
a real
or stick with marshmallows on the end.
We're talking real
Is that right?
older SpongeBob. What about the episode where he just ripped his pants too much?
And he made a song about it. That was pretty good episode.
Don't they come and check on him on the beach or see what's wrong with him? And that's like the last joke.
Yeah,
it's like,
that was
dude,
so funny.
Too much ripping
so
your
funny.
pants. He's surfing. And the guy's like, there goes SpongeBob ripping his pants again.
Such a great show, man.
Dude, there's so much funny little sayings come from it. Like, oh brother, this guy stinks is one of my favorite things to use. That's from it.
Mine is hash slinging slasher.
What is that the name of the episode?
Yeah, I think so.
What is that one about?
It's where where Squidward tells them like a scary story while they're at work late at night because they're like opening Krusty Krab for 24 hours, and he tells them about the hash slinging slasher, and then it actually shows up. And
he kills a man.
No, he doesn't. No, it's just a dude with a spatula and with no hands.
So he thinks he kills a man, and it turns out to be it's just the health inspector.
Do y'all remember the one?
Oh, that
with
one.
the I think it's a sea bear.
Yeah, they
And
draw
it
a
just
circle.
everything Squidward does, it just fucks him up.
I think that's a newer
It
episode.
fucks him up. And then he finally gets inside the circle, and he's like, I don't know. The next thing comes a sea rhinoceros. Now,
Yeah.
At least everybody has on their sea rhinoceros protective underwear, and of course Squidward doesn't. So
Squidward doesn't wear underwear.
Oh yeah, Squidward goes Pooh Bear style.
Yeah,
Shirt, no bottoms.
yeah.
Nice way to sleep. Some people make fun of me for it, but
That's ridiculous.
no, Pooh Bear sleeping's fucking fire.
Seriously, get out of here.
T-shirt, no bottom.
No,
What's wrong with you?
get out of here. You're joking.
You have to
You're a
be.
grown ass man.
Sleeping Pooh Bear style?
Sleeping Pooh Bear style.
I mean, what? How should I sleep? Just fully nude? That's just too much.
Be better than
nakedness.
Pooh Bear style.
Yeah, it's 100% better than Pooh Bear style.
What about reverse Pooh Bear style? Pants with no shirt.
That's
A normal person?
That's normal.
No, that's actually how I sleep. I do like going
Okay,
around
thank
Pooh
God.
Bear style though, around the crib. It's quite
Dog.
fun. As the older I get, the more I'm getting in tune with my body.
So you walk around Pooh Bear
Sound
style.
like a fucking pregnant woman.
Oh my goodness.
Ben,
Now
be
I've got
sure
the image
when
of you walking around Pooh Bear style around your house, and it's just
Be sure and you put that SpongeBob dolphin stuff anytime we cuss, because that's going to be so damn funny.
it would be funny.
So back to
Especially since we were just talking about SpongeBob.
back to Nickelodeon Cartoon Network. Got SpongeBob,
iCarly.
Oh my goodness.
dude.
That just shows the age.
Come on,
It's the
man.
goated show. It's
It's
a
not the
show.
goated show.
It's a goated show.
I'll give you that, simply because I can't argue with it. But there's so many better shows. I don't think iCarly's better
what
than
about-
Rocket Power.
Did y'all ever watch the Amanda Show?
with Amanda Bynes.
Yeah, I loved it.
Yeah,
that was
man.
a good show.
You watched Amanda show? That's way before.
Yeah, I'm surprised.
No, it was still airing like back in like 2007, 2008.
Huh.
I think that kind of eased out.
So was Snick a thing when you were a kid?
Snick?
Yeah,
No.
dude. Nick at Night, Saturday Night
Nick
Nick.
at Night. Yeah, I know that. What about Legends of the Hidden Temple?
Show creeped me out. Wasn't
What?
a fan.
Never
No,
watched
I
that.
love that show.
Dude, I don't want to be somewhere lost trying to figure out some puzzle and some Aztec Indian comes out of nowhere to attack me.
It's a kids game show.
It creeped me out as a kid. The only show that didn't creep me out, Guts.
Guts.
Wow, I hate the way I just did that. And you just left me angry. Y'all don't know what Guts is?
I haven't heard of that one.
It's like the kids' version of American Gladiator.
I remember a show that
This
they
is a
had.
5-star show, man.
I remember a show that they had, but
Now, it might be if you're 4 years under me, then yeah, you might have missed its heyday. Because once it was going, it was
because
gone.
what was the other show where they always had the green slime that they'd pour
You
on?
got to figure it out. Love that one.
The Kids' Choice Awards. Talk about?
No,
No, man, nobody
They
watched
pour
it.
green slime on.
no, it was like a
Celebrity.
game show,
It's figure
and
it
I think
out.
they recently brought it back.
I think I
Son
know
of a bitch, it's figure it
is
out.
Is it figure it out?
Watch
I
y'all
thought
look
you
at
kept
this.
telling me to figure it out.
Oh, no. No, the show Figure It Out. They try to guess the talent of the person, and if they don't get it, they get slimed.
No, they did all kinds of different stuff.
It's not Double Dare, is it?
Double Dare.
Gotcha.
That's the one that I'm thinking about. Yeah.
Damn, dude, Nick is fantastic.
Drake
'Cause
and
These
Josh.
are none of the dude. What's your deal? Quit bringing up these ass shows.
They're good, dude. You're just too old.
Oh, okay.
I did watch some Drake and Josh.
Drake and Josh is good.
He did, but it's just not on that. When we say SpongeBob, there's so many more shows we can get to before Drake and Josh or iCarly. I think
I certainly
am
prefer
over-
the animated shows over the
Yeah, I think that's another thing. Rugrats, dude. Rugrats is a goat show.
fantastic show.
It's like if you had to do a Nickelodeon, what was it called? Mount Rushmore. A Nickelodeon Mount Rushmore. Just because I don't want to go first, I'm going to let you go first.
I have some dead air here.
Okay,
'Cause it's-
that's good.
I don't know. SpongeBob's definitely on there.
SpongeBob makes a Nickelodeon Mount Rushmore. Rugrats, so I guess we'd have to put the head of Tommy Pickles up there.
Yeah.
And now after this, see, you don't care for Doug.
Don't like Doug. Never
Doug.
cared for Doug.
Okay, all
Was
right.
Doug the two dogs?
No, that's Cat Dog.
Cat and dog. Yeah. What was Doug?
He was a goofy looking little fella. He was a human.
Doug, don't talk about Doug. Doug was the man. Doug could either be Doug,
He was
Durango Doug, Quail Man. His best friend was Skeeter, who was black, but he was actually blue.
I didn't like the mean one.
He
the
was
green
in
fella.
love with Patty Mayonnaise. Roger Klutz, I think. Is that his name? Roger Klutz? So
Hey Arnold.
that's what I was about to
Hey
say.
Arnold.
So we got SpongeBob, Hey Arnold, Tommy Pickles. There's one spot left. Does anything live action make it? Does iCarly make the Nickelodeon Mount Rushmore?
It depends on who you're talking to, because y'all are talking about when y'all grew up watching these shows. Because I don't know any of these.
You don't. The fact. I mean, I can still you don't know Doug, but Hey Arnold. Hey Arnold's still good.
Yeah.
I mean, I
today.
know Hey Arnold, but it wasn't airing like all the time. I just knew what it was.
I'm trying to think what else is there to even. Is that thing off?
It's not picking it up. I don't know what it is.
Dude, there's got to be a.
Is it a plane?
No.
Y'all kept giving me a hard time about the plane last week.
No, we can hear the planes. We know the plane. And it happens all the time.
Oh, dog. Let's go ahead and make this hard on us.
What is it?
So first off, show I loved, Taina growing up. Taina had a ballin' ass theme song.
I don't remember that.
Dog, Taina was
Let
good
me see
shit.
the picture.
Little Spanish girl.
You said Taina?
Yeah, dude.
I don't
Taina.
remember that.
She was trying to be a singer, some shit. Fairly Odd Parents.
Fairly Odd Parents.
That's a good one.
Dog, you remember? I can't believe I forgot. I brought it up last time. Ned's Declassified.
Now,
One of my
live
favorite
action
shows,
wise,
yeah.
that may be the best one. That and the one with the little Spears girl.
Yeah. I know the Naked Brothers band was huge with Ben Zates.
Talking about Big Time Rush.
No, Ben. Naked Brothers Band.
Jonas Brothers.
All right, dude. Zoe 101.
Yeah.
Very underrated. Let me see what else we got on here.
Wild
Invaders Zim.
Thornberrys?
Yeah, Wild Thornberrys, another. Dog, Nickelodeon is just.
It's stacked.
Yeah.
It's stacked.
Here's the one I enjoyed too. As Told by Ginger.
That's the one with the redheaded girl?
Yeah.
I never watched that, but I know.
Well, remember, because they tried to start keeping teenagers there.
Right.
Because after a certain age, dog, you shouldn't be watching. You should move on to MTV. But then they tried to give us As Told by Ginger and Rugrats All Grown Up.
Oh, man. Rugrats All Grown Up.
That was some good stuff. Chalk Zone.
Is All Real Monsters, is that Nickelodeon?
Yeah. That is. Did not like that
You didn't
show.
care for that one, did you?
Never been big on like scaring myself as a kid. Wasn't my thing, dog. Let me type in the 90s.
Cartoon Network was good, too, though. Just...
That's what I'm saying, Nick. Maybe Cartoon Network should be compared to Disney, but no, that's still unfair.
No.
So here's a bunch of. Oh, dude, My Brother and Me, Keenan and Kel, all that, of course.
Keenan and Kel was good.
Did you say All Real Monsters?
Mm-hmm.
Ben said Cat Dog. Remember this show? God, you can't say it now. Little Bill.
Oh, man, Little Bill. I do remember
Oh,
that.
man, Angry Beavers. I used to watch Kablam all the time. Same Kablam network. Gullah Gullah Island. The Mystery Files of Shelby Woo. I didn't much get into Asian shows.
Now, the thing with Cartoon Network is they would play some of the older stuff back when I was growing up, like Scooby-Doo.
Yeah.
And Scooby-Doo is...
That's like the best show ever.
I don't know,
It's
man.
fantastic.
What about Tom and Jerry?
You knew when you were watching Scooby-Doo this show ended for me. As a kid, like, that's a little too old.
What do you mean?
I mean, unless it was like a special episode with Don Knotts or the Harlem Globetrotters, it just wasn't. It didn't do it for me.
I love Scooby-Doo.
I love
Scooby-Doo
the pup
movies?
named Scooby-Doo, though.
Oh, the Scooby Doo movies are fantastic.
You know, I've never seen them.
What?
Never seen Scooby-Doo movie.
You need
Because
to.
once that thing became real life, you know, my dumbass be like, how do they not know that's a dog?
No, I'm talking about the animated movies.
Oh, okay. So now, okay.
Yeah. No, I liked the live action movies
Dog.
too. But
So here's the thing I do remember. When when the Blair Witch Project came out, they did a Scooby-Doo version. It scared the
Yeah.
shit out of me. I don't know if it's aired again, and I'm bringing that. I mean, I'm not making that up out of my ass. I can't find it.
I don't think it was called the Scooby-Doo. And the
No,
Blair
it was.
Witch.
It definitely was. But they did something like that, and I remember Shaggy.
Was it a movie or was it?
It was like a quick short on Halloween.
Yeah, I remember. I
And-
remember something similar. I feel
And
like
Shaggy
this too.
redid the part of the movie where the guy's standing in the corner going, "I'm so scared," and that freaked me out. I'm pretty sure they had plenty of complaints because of that.
I don't think. I
Dexter's
can't find
Laboratory.
Yeah, this is definitely not like a. It's absolutely a real thing.
But I don't think it was made by like the people that made Scooby Doo.
Yes, it came on Cartoon Network. It was like a quick skit. You know, back in the day, Cartoon Network had great commercials because they put all the cartoons together. It was like one of those things.
It's a 17-minute special.
So you can find it now. Not rewatching.
And it was. I mean, it was.
Look
it
at
was,
those images, Ben. That's pulled up. Yeah, want no part of that.
It was legit.
Ben, you don't, dog. When the Blair Witch came out, it was. I'm not going to
You
say
know, I just watched that movie like last Halloween for the first time.
you're insane. Well, I mean, it's probably
I watched it like 3
now
years
that you
ago
know it's
the first
completely fake. It's a whole different thing.
Oh, dude, at the time.
yeah, that's
oh my
what I'm
goodness.
saying. We didn't know it was fake,
Yeah.
and we played in the woods all the time.
Yeah. Oh, we did too, and boy, it's a good thing we never saw
Yeah.
that.
It's, when that came, I don't know. It definitely didn't have the same impact as The Exorcist, but for my generation, there's like certain movies that I do remember were semi life changing. Mm-hmm. The Blair Witch Project was one, and The Final Destinations.
See, I never wanted to mess with them Final Destination movies.
Yeah, neither have I saw a clip on TikTok of one of the Final Destination ones, and I was like, nah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I've seen plenty of clips, and that's why I have not
No,
wanted to watch.
one of the big memes on the internet is like when you see like a log truck
Yeah.
and you like
You
drive
don't
behind
drive
it. You
behind
never
it.
drive behind it, and it's
Right.
like some Final Destination shit. And I think about it every single time, even though I've never seen that movie before.
Scream was another big one for us. Granted, now these movies when I was kids, when I was a teenager, there wasn't really much that changed. But like Scream, I Know What You Did Last Summer, those are some good ones.
You had the Saw movies too that started coming out.
Did y'all ever
I
watch
think
Children
they're
of the
good.
Corn?
No, they're too weird for me, dog.
I
Children-
started it and I just couldn't.
I
couldn't
went like
do it.
halfway through it at one of my friend's house when I was like 9 or 10 years old, and it like scarred me for life. I'll never watch it.
Yeah,
again.
okay, okay. So you are human.
Yeah.
I didn't know where that was going, but here that scarred you. Okay, Ben's a good dude. No way I could watch that at 10.
No.
Like I remember Puppet Master, just a glimpse of Puppet Master got me as a kid. I was terrified of Chucky, Child's Play.
Still are, aren't you?
Okay, man, that's unnecessary to bring up. It doesn't scare me, but it triggers something from like
He's a
childhood.
scary looking little dude.
Dog, you gotta think. So this guy scared me as like a baby when that stuff first came out. Haven't seen this son of a bitch in years. Forgot I'm scared of him. He all of a sudden comes back with his face all torn up, and I'm just like, what is it? I remember this. It's creeping me out. The Bride of Chucky.
Dog, one time, I think it was after church, it was just when I was like 13, 14 years old. It was like late at night. It was like 8 o'clock because we went to a late service. And we were just like driving around like back roads or whatnot.
Yeah.
And
Tennessee.
yeah, in Tennessee. And we ended up just at one point, a massive pickup truck got behind us. And it was dark, and you can see its lights, but he specifically had a light like around this Chucky doll they had on his front grill.
Ooh.
And
Scary
dude, it was just following. I swear, it followed us around for 15 minutes. We would just take random turns, like do a U-turn.
Y'all were trying to get rid of it?
No, we weren't trying to get rid
Oh.
of it. I mean, like we were just doing like these random turns to try and get rid of that truck,
No, that's what I'm
and
talking
it
about.
was just following us.
That's what he said.
I swear. And we eventually got down to like this like.
Sounds like you were in real danger.
I thought I was.
And then you're out here turning,
And it's
in
following
places
us.
you don't know.
They say
Yeah.
if you make four consecutive right turns and a car's still following you, then
then it's still
they're
following.
they're actually following you. They're not just.
But eventually we
thought of
got
that.
to this point where like I think it was a launching, like a boat launch, and we like my dad like whipped around the parking lot really fast and like skirted out of there, and we never saw it after that.
Goodness gracious.
So either that was a ghost of some sort, or that's weird.
It was weird. It
But
freaked me out
at
the
some
time.
point, you got to let off some warning shots, though. You're not about to be following me for too long, but if this is what you want to do, let's
Tennessee
get
back roads?
Yeah, let's get to it.
You see,
Because
that's
you're
the
not going to
point.
get in
It's
trouble.
like we're on back roads, which just makes it even worse.
That
More
means that they
scary.
were absolutely following you,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I was
or
saying.
just messing. They might have just been messing.
Yeah,
That's
I-
not a funny joke.
Well, it's a good way to get killed.
Yeah.
Did y'all the goosebumps get y'all in?
I've
See,
read
there
some
was
of
a
them.
point in my childhood where I kind of shifted to where I like scary stuff.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so by that point, yeah, I like the goosebump stuff. You know what I mean?
I had that same shift, except for it actually scared myself, so I came right back. It was. I remember I tried to watch The Exorcist by myself, couldn't make it through. The first,
Like the original Exorcist.
yeah,
I'll never watch a scary movie by myself.
tore you up.
dude, get the fuck out of here. You no way.
I mean, I guess
How
as
could
a
you
kid,
say that about that movie?
Because
If you watch that movie today, it can still hit the same.
it's still a good movie, but it's hard to take serious.
It's hard to take serious. Somebody being possessed by the devil. You're a spiritual man.
It's just so fake. I'm talking about you watch these old movies and they just aren't as well done as modern movies.
Dog,
And
that's
it
what
ruins
makes it worse.
I disagree.
Yeah, I definitely watched something. I think it was called The Birds in English class.
Oh yeah.
Have you heard of it?
I know
Or
what you're
seen
talking
it?
about.
It was
No.
like from like
Is this
1940s
the
or 50s.
The
and it was
Alfred
just funny.
Hitchcock movie?
Yeah.
Maybe, I don't know.
It is.
Dog, yeah, that's not going to scare you, Ben.
It was scary back then, but it was just funny to like laugh at now.
I get what you're saying. No, I totally get what you're saying. I think The Exorcist holds up.
It's a good movie. Please don't misunderstand me.
I think the scary factor of it still holds up. Like when you say so fake, what are we talking about? Like her
Just-
her design?
Yes.
Her okay.
Just the over the
So
top.
that's not what I see when I watch it. I'm more listening to her voice getting terrified.
I get
But
that.
if you can just sit there and look at her makeup and laugh while that's going on. Now, sometimes the over-the-top ones didn't get me. Like Poltergeist didn't work on me at all.
Now, I'll tell you a movie that, and it kind of ties into this because of the realism. I understand that it's a movie in both cases, obviously. But a movie that I watched that tore me up was The Conjuring, the first one. When I saw it in theaters, and boy,
That might have been the last time I've had a scare jump. And everybody has the same scene, they're talking about.
That one got me.
What was it? They cut back to him in the kitchen. There's that face over his shoulder.
I think is that not from...
Is that not The Conjuring? Then I'm thinking of the
No, it might be in The Conjuring and Insidious.
Insidious.
Is The Conjuring the one with the doll?
No.
No, dude.
It's the same people.
Yeah.
Ed and Lorraine Warren, who were real people that were really went and did something. Of course, the movies are dramatized.
Yeah.
What's that doll called?
Annabelle.
Annabelle.
It was really originally a Raggedy Ann doll.
Mm-hmm. You can go see it.
And I told you, my grandma used to have those dolls at her house. So, who knows how many things possess.
But it's like one specific doll. It wasn't like just like every single doll.
Dog. All you have to do is see the one doll and know, shit, it's a Raggedy Ann doll. Those things, you talk about old-timey homes back in the day.
My grandmother.
That's what I'm saying. Like, those things are long gone now, but growing up, she had two of them. They would sit down right there. I always wondered if they were real because you come in, some days their legs are crossed, the other days.
I was going to say, did they ever move?
Dog, my grandma had a whole doll room.
Did you ever see them move?
That's tough.
Listen, when I'm in there, I always put my back towards them. I'm not even going to try and frighten myself by looking at them in the eyes and like a car will drive by and they'll move on you.
That's
We're not
the kind
doing
of
that.
a world that I'm entering into now with a daughter is dolls.
Yeah.
And
I think I've always been scared of dolls, though. As much as I loved toys growing up, you think Goosebumps. Like I said, y'all know about Chucky.
What about those dolls sitting on your desk?
The fuck are you talking about?
The dolls sitting on your desk. Are you scared of them?
Pops?
Funko Pops?
Oh, there's a Dipsy one.
Is that who that is?
Nipsey Hussle, yeah.
I thought so.
Good on you, dog.
What are you saying? Good on him. I was the one that named
No,
it.
that's a completely different culture than what Alex lives in. Not saying he should know what he lives in. You're young and shit. Younger.
What he's saying is that I'm an old man.
You're
I know
young.
he's dead.
Yeah, Jesus. Don't sound so excited.
Yeah.
I know you're excited to know that. Like, hey, I know something about
Well,
him.
I feel like you're really proud of me for knowing who he was. And
but that's actually a decent looking doll. Normally,
it's got a little bit of creep factor to it, but
I
don't
see it
understand
now.
why the beard is why it is.
Whatever it wasn't supposed to be on this body.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of Abraham Lincoln's
That's
beard.
what I was about to say. I think this was Honest Abe, and they changed it up a little bit.
That
They just
is
made it
hilarious.
black and put some tattoos
Gave them
on
a
it.
nice little remix.
That would be funny if that's what happened.
So back, because I want to talk about just me being scared of dolls as a kid.
Mm-hmm.
So we had Chucky. Now I know you remember Slappy from Goosebumps used to get me too, but I couldn't stop watching them.
Now that one did get me. I'm not gonna lie.
Slappy got you.
Yeah.
Slappy creeped me out, man.
Something about those, ventriloquist
Yeah.
dolls, man. They just got a creepy look. And the cover of the book was creepy.
Shout out to that artist for those R.L. Stein Goosebump books because sometimes the titles were cheesy as hell, but that cover art, I had to read it.
That's all it always would draw you in is
Yeah.
the art, not the title.
But you know what cover art didn't draw me in? Animorphs. Is that all those?
No, I never.
I don't think I've read
I
one
remember
of those.
seeing those and hating that.
Is it the one where the humans transform into something on the cover?
It's so funny how even at a young age that design played such a factor. And kind of
It's like, I'm out, Mom. I don't keep that.
Did y'all read the Goosebumps like to where you create your own story?
No, by
That's
that
like the
time,
first one I ever read.
Whoa,
Or
big.
read.
Right in the goosebump.
It was like it goes through like the story and then it goes, if you want to turn left around this corner or if you want to turn around, go to like different pages or whatever.
I didn't
feel
know
like
that was a
I vaguely
thing.
remember that.
I think I was when it came in. I was probably done reading Goosebumps. It sounds familiar, but I think I was way past that point. Since then, though, I don't think reading's been fun.
I enjoy reading. It just puts me to sleep.
I can't tell you the last time I read a book. For fun.
And it's not even. I mean,
That's the most shocking thing.
It's probably
I've ever heard.
freshman year of.
Clearly,
high school.
nobody in here is illiterate, but it's just like.
I was a big reader in middle school. Like I read probably like 20 series in 8th grade.
I believe you.
I was also chasing a girl.
That's what I'm saying. You were trying to do what?
I was chasing a girl, reading a bunch of books. Yeah.
Boy, have the times changed.
Yeah.
She was in like I forget what it was, like the library helpers club or something. I can't remember what it was called exactly.
That's pretty great.
But I joined that because she was in it.
It's just, the game has changed, boy. I tell you what. Reading a book was the last thing I was doing, chasing a girl. That is to try to get her
Literally.
attention.
She started
at the bottom of the list.
She started writing her own book, and I was like, "Dang, that's a pretty good idea. Maybe I'll start writing my own book." I wrote like a page. I showed it to my mom.
That's so good, man.
That is funny.
Do you remember what your book was about?
I think I called it Attack of the Rats or something, and like big rats like came out of like manholes in New York City and started attacking people.
Maybe you should pick it back up.
Yeah, dude. I think you're on to something.
Nah, dude, I should.
Yeah, I think you're ahead of your time.
No, we need to cut that part out because somebody's gonna steal my idea.
No, they're not. New York is literally infested and in trouble with
they are
rats.
cooking.
No, I'm talking about like big rats,
cat-sized,
like human-sized rats.
Dude, have you seen?
Have you seen how big these?
They're not
human.
dude. They're not human.
They're not human-sized.
They're
but they
on
are
their
big.
way. Nobody
They will
knows.
be.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. Whenever we're done and the robots fucking annihilate us, giant rats will roam the streets.
You think the rats will survive the robots?
Yes.
Yeah,
100%.
Rats
The
are
rats-
but they still get rid of rodents. Now, granted, they are rodents. You got to give them their own area. Now, once you start getting out your area, then we eliminate you.
So what you're saying is to get rid of a mouse problem, you need to get rats.
Yeah, no.
Snakes or rats?
But then they bring snakes. That's one thing about rats.
Which one would you rather have to deal with?
Oh, rats.
Really?
No doubt about it.
I'd rather deal with snakes.
All right, dude. We're just
Snakes
talking
won't-
any snake or just a snake?
Snakes won't come and like eat your
Non-venomous.
stuff.
Oh, well, snake then. Now, do I know it's non-venomous?
No.
Do you know the easy way to tell if
Yeah.
it's non-venomous? You grew up in the woods.
No. Ben.
If a venomous snake has a diamond-shaped head, non-venomous is round.
I think there's a little more to it than that.
No, that's basically
Dude,
all
the
snakes.
best way to do is just put your hand out there, let them get a little nibble. Just, all right. And if it's, and some bitch
If you
starts
start dying,
swelling
if you
up,
start
yeah.
going into cardiac arrest, then you know it's poisonous.
I got a poisonous one.
That's one of my biggest fears is like if I ever get bit by a snake and then I don't see the snake and I don't know what kind it is. I mean, how are they going to give me the antivenom?
The only thing I know
antivenom?
to do is to cut open where it bit and let that part out. And I got that from a movie. There's
Yeah,
no
that's
way
not-
that's true.
The whole
You can just have
sucking
your
out the venom.
Yeah,
that's
so just
not
have your
real.
mom suck out the venom.
Now you've got two people infected.
You leave my damn mom out of this, dog. All right, bring up somebody else.
And have your brother suck out the venom. Then.
Dude, nobody in my family sucking out venom of me. Just let my leg go, dog.
Spider bites have always scared me.
Yeah,
like getting a spider bite. And
You
not
get
know-
those all the time while you sleep, though.
I'm talking about like a serious business spider bite.
Okay.
You know, where your arm starts rotting off. You know what I mean?
Well,
'Cause them little tiny spiders, they can do some damage.
No, this one guy was at the bar showing us where the spider had just bit him, and you could see where his skin was rotting. And he was like, "I don't know why
Dog,
you're in here."
I think
man."
one of my cats, like when they were a kitten, got bit by a poisonous spider, like a black widow or brown recluse or something. And you could literally like see like there was a hole in their skin, like you could like see inside of it.
Almost like a staph infection.
Yeah, like it was bad.
Jesus.
It survived somehow.
Well, it's one of
It was like
Satan's
right on
favorite
his
animals.
neck too. Like, you could see its esophagus.
Snake, cat.
Those things guard the gates of hell. Can't stand cats. Can't stand cats. I've gotten better with dogs. I've gotten older. Plan on getting one, but cats, to hell.
Need to buy a house first before you get a dog.
No shit, man.
Yeah, living in an apartment with a dog sucks.
Yeah.
It sounds terrible.
It is. Sure you did that.
I know firsthand. Ben, let's look at this absolutely terrible list you put together. You really did try.
Yeah, I want to make sure that somehow when you're editing this, can get this list on the screen so others can see it.
Why would you do this to yourself and us? I've been a pure gentleman to you, treated you like a younger brother, and yet you bring something like this to my table.
Well, his favorite band is Hot Milk, so.
And then his second favorite band is something.
What do you? I don't understand why. What's wrong with? I just made a music genre tier list, and I just put some music genres on there.
Classic country: George Strait, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams.
I'm just trying to put some examples so y'all know what I'm talking. Like,
no,
that's
the thing. These might be country artists.
Like I'm saying,
in a way, they're so different that you can't put them in the same category.
All three of those people that you listed in the classic country category are, I mean, they are so wildly different. Their eras are different.
That's the thing, because I don't know what this covers with these three artists.
Okay, well, just ignore the artists. Okay,
ignore
I'm
the
just
artists?
trying to like give you some examples. Maybe I didn't pick the best examples, but like just in classic country. Like
back to you, Al. Classic country. Give me your definition of it.
So classic country, I guess, would be for me probably kind of starts with Hank Williams. And
Senior.
Right. And then kind of runs up to Johnny Cash. And then it kind of starts to shift. You got the outlaw country.
So because outlaw country becomes a thing that ends classic country,
it doesn't
that's
end
not
classic
included.
country. It doesn't end classic country. I think it was all classic country. Then outlaw country comes on the scene. You still have classic country.
It's Patsy Cline, classic.
All right. And then you've got like Waylon Jennings, who kind of started classic.
Yes.
And then becomes the outlaw.
Yeah.
And, so classic doesn't go away.
What's the genre after outlaw? Like, what happened after outlaw country music?
I don't know what you would call it, but like 90s.
Yeah. Because 90s country does stand on its own.
90s country,
90s
like
country.
George Strait.
Yeah.
George Strait,
is
so there's an era that we're missing between outlaw of, I guess, the 70s and the early 80s? Or is it more the 60s?
Yeah, no. 70s, 80s. 70s.
Up until 90s country was just, it wasn't completely new, but it went a different route. So what
Late
happened?
80s, yeah.
So who's in between that era?
It's a good question. Lauren would be really good with this.
I can post it on TikTok.
Had to get her on the pod.
Yeah.
No, but we'll look like idiots on. I don't think people understand that we mostly shoot off the hip sometimes. Come up with fantastic things to talk about, but no research. None whatsoever. Great conversation.
We just like to talk.
Yeah.
All right, well,
now I'm
classic.
intrigued.
Let's just do classic country. Put it in a tier.
I mean,
S A
so
B
it's
C D.
hard to put
F.
tiers on like every one of these at their best. It's amazing.
Right.
Ignore the artist. Just do classic
I'm
country.
saying
as a
classic
genre.
country is amazing.
So put it in a tier.
It's a S tier, Ben.
Okay. See how hard that was?
Dude, don't start with me. All right, it's fucking.
All right,
Friday.
we'll go to the new country, like 2000s plus. Or I won't even do 2000s. I'd do like 2010s plus. Because 2000s.
I need to
country is a
know
lot
how
different.
early we're going back.
90s could bleed into the early 2000s.
So new country is like the stuff coming out now. Like
I know.
2010
No shit,
plus.
Ben.
I'd say new country starts with Luke Bryan. How about that? Whenever his first song came
Oh,
out.
so we're talking bro country on.
Yeah.
Put it in a tier.
Dixie Chicks, where's that? Is that 90s country?
That would fall 90s.
2000s. Okay, sorry.
I'd just say 2010s on to now.
It's just not my thing.
There is a handful of guys that are unbelievably good. But
Yeah.
they don't fit into what I necessarily think of as new country.
Which is basically pop country.
That's exactly right.
That's a better thing. I wouldn't call it new country. I think pop country better. Because I don't think they are meaning to be some type of way.
No, they try to portray themselves as country boy, or
Really?
whatever.
But
Is
they
Luke
sing-
Combs country?
Luke
Yeah.
Combs is country.
Yeah.
He's one of the ones that now he's starting to teeter, but
Dog, you know who I heard who has some pipes on him? No homo. Might have to delete that out. Fucking Jelly Roll. Dog.
I was kind of impressed. I
Jelly
saw
Roll's
the
got a
guy's
song.
appearance, and I was like,
Well, he used to rap.
He spent some time in
I
prison,
don't think it-
So that's where he went after he rapped.
apparently.
So he rapped, won the best. But the shit he's got now, I mean, I guess he's gone through a lot.
he seems to have gone through a lot. I don't know much about the guy. I saw a brief. What?
He seems to have gone through a lot. Like, yeah. Didn't have face tats and everything.
But now he was on the CMT deal, and I was like, who is this clown? But then he got up and performed.
Oh, shit.
I did see his performance. And it was pretty
What's
good.
my dog, Chris Stapleton?
Now, Chris Stapleton is...
And I'm not saying... I just thought about another artist. I'm not. It doesn't have to be Tennessee whiskey, Chris Stapleton.
Right.
Stapleton, 'cause that's the first thing pops in people's head. Because what was that last sporting event he did? Tore it up.
The Super Bowl?
Yeah, dude.
The
Sung the
national
national
anthem?
anthem.
That was a highlight.
Chris Stapleton is unbelievable. He is almost blues to me. He's
close though. He's close. I get what you're saying.
It's blues country.
He can't fit into today's country. Mm-hmm. So
It's almost like a new Southern rock to me.
there's so much soul to it.
There's a lot of soul in that man's voice. He is incredibly talented. I love Chris Stapleton. Now, he's one of the ones I was referring to as being a good one.
All right, let's go to doing genre tier list. So let's put new country or pop country, whatever you want to call it, in a tier.
So you got S, A, B, C, D.
Yeah.
Dog. I do because I know some of these I'm going to fucking hate. I'll give new country a D.
I have to give it higher than a D just because of the good ones that are going to have to be grouped in with the bad ones. You know what I mean?
So you want to do a C?
Yeah.
I would agree
That's
with
respectful
C.
because I do know that there are some amazing artists.
Mm-hmm.
So here's one.
The overall goodness of the good
What's T Swift
raises it
though?
up. That's pop.
Pop, not pop country.
No, it's
Okay.
pop.
No, her new stuff is pop. Her old stuff
Maybe
is
her very
country.
first stuff,
Yeah.
like her literal.
But some of
first
that
album.
stuff's amazing.
Whatever. I mean, good. You know,
Dog, I can quote.
It's not my thing.
Dude, I can
Dog, get
sing
out
along
of
to
here.
any Taylor Swift song from like the first
Everybody
two
was
albums.
rocking with that early T
Hey,
Swift.
yeah, man.
You were too. Don't sit here. You were ripping butts, drinking Bud Lights
Love Story.
listen to Taylor Swift. Yeah.
on the porch.
Our
you
song.
and Chopper.
I don't think this classic country,
Should have said no.
country genre pretty much carried
Ben,
me all the way up to
we're
college.
going to do this again, and you're going to break these down even more and get rid of the ones we don't care about.
No, the ones.
New country can leave. Let's break down classic country.
See, we're not breaking
outlaw
down.
country.
We're just putting all of these genres
I'm
in a
telling
tier.
you to do that next time.
He's saying to
Okay.
next time
Like-
go through each genre and pull out the eras within the genre.
Like
That's
hip-hop-
right. So right now, let's just do this genre tier list, and then next episode, let's just
Ben,
break
we're
down.
going to do
break it
your
down.
idea.
That's
Calm
what we're doing.
down.
That's
Let's
what
break
we're
it down. All right.
God,
All
dude.
right.
So we got to
If
get
you
through
look
this
under
tier
the
list.
table, his panties are all in a wad right now. Calm down, dude.
So
We're-
I'm just saying we got to get through this
All
tier
right,
list.
so next we're at metal, which holy hell, Ben. I do love these two artists. I think you know we love these two artists.
Yeah,
Obviously,
that's why I
why I
put it
put
there.
them.
But man, when you say metal,
It's very.
Again, very broad.
It is kind of.
because I mean metal and heavy metal are two different things.
Yeah.
Heavy fucking metal, that heavy early shit. That shit, when you listen to it, you feel like there's like a demonic presence in the room. That's some real shit, man.
My goodness.
All right.
I'm talking about the early Sabbath and
I
stuff.
get what you're saying.
Well, then don't my goodness me if you know what I'm saying.
No,
Make me
don't
feel
say that
bad.
early Sabbath stuff. That's That's the classic heavy metal.
Dog,
That is heavy
there's
metal.
a feeling that comes when you listen to that stuff. It brings upon something.
It's enjoyment of good music.
Okay, all right, dude. I'm not going to play around with it. I'm just saying, like some of that early Dio.
Yeah, I'm not a big Dio guy.
Oh, yo, you just don't like music.
All right. Where would you put metal?
We're not done talking about metal. Alex and I could do this for a while.
I know, but we don't have a while.
Dude,
We're trying to get through this whole
how
list.
could you put metal and not even put Metallica on here, dude?
Dog.
We've just got. I get what he's wanting to do. He's just wanting us to kind of
Yeah,
to rank these,
yeah.
and then we can go into each group in future episodes.
So,
So metal for me is going to be an A, and we can discuss the details whenever we get to the metal.
yeah.
genre.
You want to put it in A?
It's either A or S.
It's A or S, and I
I was
think
gonna say A or B.
I think that what we should do is we should do this now.
Yeah.
Then we go do our episodes, or
break it down.
we break it down, and then we revisit this. So yeah,
Nice.
make sure you write it down.
Yeah, I'm writing it down.
Okay, good deal.
All right, Pop. You know me, I'm a pop loving son bitch. Ben, let's not put that out.
It's going out.
No, man.
Got to go out.
Y'all
so
get
many
to.
F-bombs today.
We're going to use the dolphin.
No, that's so much editing.
First time I heard Ben complain about editing. My bad. I've been cursing more because I have been thinking. Don't worry.
Gotten real comfortable.
Don't worry about it, dude.
It's
Ben's
becoming
going
real
to
conversation.
It's fine. You can keep doing it. I don't care.
I'm not purposely dropping them. I'm just being myself and you.
Yeah.
just
That's what we want.
Well, that's what makes it good.
All right,
Pop.
let's pop. I love pop. Examples: Madonna, Lady Gaga, Rihanna. Dude, love them all. Take that back. Don't really love Madonna, but
It's gonna
pop's
be a no
also
for me,
an A
dog.
tier, and I'm going to put it above metal. Me personally, it's A tier.
It's gonna be a no for me, dog.
Dog, where you putting it?
I mean, pop is like the most popular genre.
Pop's
of
also
music,
Michael Jackson,
so it has to
dog.
be like S.
Yeah, that's it's to me.
Now,
it's-
granted, that's a saving grace for a whole category,
Yeah.
so maybe that's not fair.
Does Michael Jackson do the same thing like Chris Stapleton did for the new country stuff? Does he elevate it?
Yeah, because Chris Stapleton definitely made me.
But I
y'all
mean,
know-
pop is incredibly broad, and Madonna, Lady Gaga, Rihanna that he has written is not going to cover it all.
No.
So
No.
it's not my thing. I
Dog, you
understand
got
that.
Britney Spears, Christina
Yeah,
Aguilera, all
that's
that
true.
stuff.
I'll give it an A, even though it's not my thing.
What'd you give Thomas?
Oh, I said it's A. I think
You said A.
classic. My list is classic country, pop, metal.
Nice.
It's real close, though. I love metal. It might
Classic
flip.
country's an S tier. So,
Yeah,
You think? Yeah, correct.
all right. Next, we got pop rock.
Pop rock.
So like Maroon 5, Fall Out Boy.
Listen, dog, I went through a Fall Out Boy stage. Early 2000s Fall Out Boys were the shit.
it's going to be maybe a B. Maybe a B.
It's above new country.
Would you consider? So I have
Yeah,
another
so whatever
genre
that is.
down here. It's called alternate rock. Would you consider Fall Out Boy to be alternate rock or pop rock? You think?
That's a good
I don't know,
question.
that's not up to me, dog. I don't want to, because you post that,
That's something we
we
deal
will
with.
get castrated. Oh, my.
Oh well, look, we'll dig into that. We'll dig into that.
Dog, because now you got me thinking, where's grunge at? Grunge is a fantastic genre.
Grunge, unfortunately, is going to fall either in the classic rock or the alt rock.
It'd be
In
alt
this
rock.
in this setup that we have,
Well, we should just add grunge right now.
it technically could be its own thing.
Grunge
Yeah.
is, yeah.
I mean, it is its own thing. I'm not arguing.
Let's
that
go ahead and add grunge, dog. Granted, it was such a short
Right.
window compared to
Right.
these others, but damn, it was powerful.
All right. So let's put pop rock in a tier. What would you say? Thomas said B.
I love the way that Ben is really taking it, like keeping us going on schedule this episode. It's been
I'm trying to get through this
fantastic.
tier list. I mean, like,
No,
it's
you're
gonna
right.
take
Yeah.
too long with how much y'all talk.
Oh, I said pop rock is B?
Yeah, you said B.
I said above new country. What's that in? C?
New country. Yeah.
Yeah, it's above it. I think. I guess it's B. That's hard.
We'll revisit it.
Yeah. Grunge.
We'll put it in B.
We're going to
For now.
grunge now.
Yeah, we'll do grunge, then we'll get to R&B.
S tier.
You got grunge at S tier. It's an A tier.
No, we're talking about R&B. I think you said.
No.
That's
Alex and I are doing
We
grunge.
we fit grunge in.
Okay.
That was an executive talent decision.
Okay. I'll write that down.
What else is an A tier? Right now, Ben?
Metal and pop.
Damn, that's tough. No,
All
it's
right.
pop, then, well, for me.
Don't worry about ranking
Yeah,
them
yeah.
within
Yeah,
the
Okay,
tier.
thought-
then we'll just move it to A. Grunge is A.
Okay, I'll settle with A.
I didn't know we were talking about grunge still.
Moving on to R&B. Once again, dangerously broad.
Dangerously broad.
Because
You're gonna
dog,
have
you have now included everything from now, I mean, to the 60s, to Motown. Like, that's so much. And like you said, later we'll break it down.
yeah,
To me, that is an easy S.
yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Rap. Ooh.
I try to think of like some rap artists that y'all would have listened to back in the day instead of like the new one.
Yo, shout out to you because I'm not.
Boy, you worked hard.
I did.
But don't get me wrong, man. I mean,
Damn, dude, the level of thinking it took for you to get Lil Wayne and Eminem and rap. Fuck. Thank you for thinking of us, man. I would have been lost without the
so
two.
glad you reminded me
Biggie
of them.
Smalls.
Thank you.
I think
Jay
he
Z
would
and
fall
Tupac
into the
on here
next
too.
category.
I thought Jay-Z was more something else, like hip hop more than rap.
Here's the thing. That's another thing we can visit to really break that down, separate the two. Yeah.
Because Jay-Z doesn't like spit off lyrics really fast, like
Well,
you
that's
think
not
of rappers at first.
True too, but that's just a delivery. That's not rapping. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. That
I mean,
This is
where
going to
would
be
you
a
put rap?
C tier for me.
you got rapping. See, I can't do that. It's A for sure. For me,
So we'll go in the middle and put B.
dog. Not putting. So that means rap would be below pop rock.
I think that if what you're telling me about rap and the differences in rap and hip hop, I will concede a B on the rap because I think hip hop would be A.
That's what I was just thinking ahead to. If we're really splitting them up, which we still got to break down how, but I think we know what we mean. I can't. Really
I
put
think
it to
I
words.
understand
Yeah.
what you're saying, and I
So
want to
if
agree
that's
with
the
you.
case, then yes, I think hip hop is.
So we're gonna
It's
go
a-
B for rap, and hip hop is A.
All right, cool. We knocked 2 out. All right, next is alternative rock, like Red Hot Chili Peppers or Green Day. That's 2 examples I got.
You need to take that out. Let's
Foo
just say
Fighters
if
would
this
guess be
video
in there, too.
goes viral, dude, Ben, they're going to tear you apart with
Hey.
these artists.
I mean,
That's not alternative rock.
Dog, I literally pulled it off of a website. I mean,
I think that he's got these 2 right.
Ding, 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 ding. I walk a lonely road.
Great song, such a great song.
Such a moment in my life.
Yeah.
Like that's like me going into manhood. Well, not really, but me like driving my own vehicle. and
I
stuff
like a
that.
lot of alt rock, so
No, alt rock to me is a A tier.
yeah,
Right?
Classic rock
S,
is skinner than classic rock.
yes.
Okay.
In this
Yeah.
this list,
Extremely broad.
It's a genre. That's why it's called a genre.
What's all in A?
That's
What's all in S?
S, classic country, and now classic rock and R&B.
Yeah.
just the way I like it.
Yeah. I mean,
Genres are meant to be broad. I mean, like,
no.
aren't they?
They are, but you've got them incredibly like straight up.
Like Southern rap, Southern hip hop is its own thing.
It's like
Okay, well, that's-
West Coast rap and West Coast hip hop, its own thing. Can't really be compared. Midwest, like all that's
It can be
because there's
compared.
So
different
that's
flows.
that's a sub genre. That's not a genre. That's a sub genre.
No.
you're right.
I mean, you're right.
You are right.
I'm not gonna shit on you. You are right, but it's just bigger than that. I don't know how to explain it. You know,
Yeah,
I understand what you're saying. Although it's
Ben makes a point.
hard. Yeah, he's right. And
it's
you're
hard
right.
to argue. It's not a subgenre.
Everyone
It
is
definitely
right.
is. I'm just saying, it's so big now
Yeah.
that it's pulled away and it's almost its own thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, we'll go
Like
to
Southern rock should be its own category.
It absolutely
yeah,
should be.
yeah. You're right. Let's go to classical music.
Yeah, dude. I don't know the last time I've listened to
I
classical.
mean, I enjoy classical music, but is it something that I pull up to listen to very
I'll
much?
tell you this:
No.
it's ahead of the next thing. So D or C.
Yeah. So D's the lowest.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Put classical and
classical
C.
C.
All right.
Yeah,
That
me
works.
being honest. Electronic. Let's go and get it over with. F tier. Let's
Yep.
go and get that down there.
Go ahead and get
All
it
right,
off.
so
Bunch of
we're
dudes.
making an F tier just for electronic.
That's exactly right.
All right.
Jazz.
That's gonna
Here's
be
the
a
thing: I would
S
have
tier for me.
never thought about Billie Holiday. She's fucking fantastic. Jazz. It's either A or S.
I don't think you can give it S.
Ben, you're
Just
not
get
old
it.
enough to decide that.
Yeah.
Fine.
Whatever.
Give it A. Give it A, and the next one's going S. And I'm not.
Yeah, dude.
I'm
Yeah,
not-
we're not even having
No.
a conversation about the
No.
blues.
The blues is S tier. It's the
You know
root
what's
of all
funny?
of this.
I think
so.
all of music, it starts with either blues or gospel.
Well, classical, but I understand what you're saying.
My bad. More in the States, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean, the United States, absolutely.
It's just like an instant shit, bow, no classical. And I was like, I wasn't even thinking about it outside of us.
But no, rock and roll, everything that we have covered up to this point, except for classical, blues is the root of. Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. You get none of it without the blues.
Here's the thing. We got rock and roll.
What?
Rock and roll. That's it.
Isn't that just classic, more
Just
kind of
punk
classic
rock.
rock?
No, dude. I can't put... Rock and roll is like Chuck Berry.
All right, we can add that one to the
That's
list.
more rockabilly.
Rockabilly?
Rockabilly, yeah. Rockabilly. Rockabilly.
I was like, rockabilly. What are
I
you
was
talking
so
about?
damn confused.
I know.
It was like we were on the same page, so you added the illity on there, and I was like, oh.
Billy, rockabilly. But no,
Rockabilly's good shit, though. That's good car wash music for back in the day. Go get you a nice Sunday downtown where it wasn't
yeah,
segregated.
you couldn't put it in the classic rock.
That's what I'm saying. Rock and roll is his own thing.
You could almost put it in the blues.
It's closer to the blues because that's how it started than it is to
All right,
rock.
we'll put rock and roll in a tier. We'll add that to the list.
That's too tough. I can't do it.
So where did
Okay.
you get blues written down?
Yeah, it's
Yes,
S.
S tier.
Okay.
All right,
Let's
so
go
we'll
into punk rock real quick while I still think about.
S.
Punk rock's not S. It's good.
Not S tier. It's good, Ben. But this is your personal
Yeah.
taste getting
It is my
This is
personal
you
taste.
listening to Skim Milk.
Hot milk.
Hot
Skim milk is even better than.
Y'all shit on hot milk all the time, but y'all have never listened to
I
it.
have actually.
Dude, yeah, I tried when Stan.
And it's not
You
bad.
listen to that one song.
Stan
No, I've
told
listened
me.
to several songs.
Oh, you
It's
did?
not
Okay.
bad.
Stan told me that was your walk-up music. And I gave her a
was.
listen that day.
It's not
Just
bad.
that one song or a
No,
bunch of
dude.
it?
I go to Spotify. I say, let me listen to the top 3 songs. Then I go to the B-side song. Yeah. It was catchy, and I get it. Not my shit.
It's good. I like
Okay.
it.
let's
It
not get
is
ahead of
good.
ourselves.
But it's funny.
They
the name
are
is terrible.
talented. They're talented.
They are talented.
All right.
That's a good compliment.
Punk rock is not an S tier though.
No.
All right. So
Punk rock's some good
B.
shit, though. Like, if you ever
Yeah.
down back in the day just having a gloomy day, punk rock was a shit in high school.
I don't know. B probably. for me.
Yeah. It's high B.
all right. We'll go to soul next.
This is really tough for me.
Well, Ben didn't give us any artists to help break it down, so
Dog.
So what?
I don't know where we're at.
So, what is the first artist that comes to mind when
James Brown.
James Brown? Okay. Give me another one.
That's bad. Where am I? So now does Marvin Gaye?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think soul is so close. I don't know. Yeah.
I mean, look at these.
I guess
look
you
at this
got
list to
it
see
because
if these
we've
people.
included all them in the classic rock, right?
Who?
That whole. It's not Motown. I guess that is the Motown soul era music.
Would you put that in? You would put that in classic rock.
I said, but isn't that where we put it? We talked about it earlier. What
We didn't talk
put in
about
R&B.
Motown.
We put in R&B.
That's what I was thinking. Did we talk about Motown?
Yeah, because I didn't know soul was down here. We just talked about all that being in R&B.
So we put it in R&B.
Yeah.
So soul is kind of basically.
So I guess that's kind of
because you got to take that out of R&B.
that's what I'm kind of confused on.
Yeah.
Is the R&B and the soul because
Because that's in Ben's. Well, that's a subgenre.
of R&B.
Correct. It's just more soulful.
So
R&B.
just
All right.
we're gonna skip it.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
we'll
let's
come
just
back to it. All right, bluegrass. Love some bluegrass.
Wait. Bluegrass. You skipped one.
Orchestra.
I did orchestra.
Orchestra.
I mean,
So is this you're going for like movie music?
Orchestra. Like you go to the symphony. And
I thought that was classical.
I mean, it's unbelievable how you group together classic country, but then you separate classical and orchestra and like.
Well, it's
And here's
it's different.
Here's the bigger thing about
I guess so, but
The
damn.
biggest thing about that is who gives a fuck? That, like, I mean, Ben, come on, man. You do some things to yourself. Putting orchestra on here does nothing for any of us. Remove it.
We'll put it in a tier.
Get it out of here.
Dude,
put it in a tier.
Listen, it's above electronic. Here's the thing.
Hey,
I respect it.
I love it.
I respect it like
great.
a motherfucker.
But, I mean, come on.
You talking playing instruments and singing and dancing, dude?
Now you're talking about opera.
No, comparing to the other stuff. But
Oh,
opera,
that's what you're saying.
now that you bring up opera.
Put opera in a tier.
Opera is an orchestra, is it not?
No.
It's opera.
gracious.
Orchestra is only instruments.
What about Opryland? What is that?
It's a place.
That's a place. Yeah.
What about Opry Mills?
That's also
mall.
a place.
Okay, make sure we're on the same page here. Bluegrass is A tier, dog.
Yeah, I agree.
A tier.
Don't listen to a ton of bluegrass, but
I do.
I'll let you have it.
All right.
K-pop, it is D tier.
Sure.
I know it's popular. Now,
It is very popular.
We'll go back, revisit. We'll listen to some of their tunes.
They'll come after us too.
We'll see how long
I
we
hope
can
so.
listen to some. What?
I said I hope K-pop fans come after us
Ben,
because there's a lot. That's what I'm saying. All right, whatever. All right, reggae.
Never really got into reggae.
It's not. I mean, there was a time in my life where I tried, but it's gonna be a no for me, dog.
Dog. Because you just got to understand, when you say try to get into music and it doesn't work out, it's so damn funny. Because we've all done it. Like, you know what? Everybody likes this shit. Let me listen to it. It's like, I just don't fucking like it.
It's just not.
It's just not for me.
It just doesn't do it for me. Now there are a couple of songs that
Like when I first heard Pearl Jam, I just wasn't a Pearl Jam fan. Now I think they're one of the greatest ever. I just couldn't get into Pearl Jam at first. I love Pearl Jam.
You think Pearl Jam is the best grunge?
I think most of the arguments, we had two big arguments coming up that, I mean, would lead to almost fisticuffs, especially the more we had to drink. What was more influential? I think I asked you this question. Foo Fighters or Nirvana? Who's better, Nirvana, Pearl Jam? And I was on the Nirvana side, growing up, you know, behind fucking Becky Lynch and Marshawn Lattimore. But times have changed.
You think Pearl Jam?
Yeah, I like the Jam. I love the Jam. I love Jam, period.
I just don't get it.
But
don't get me wrong. I like Pearl
But you
Jam.
know I love Nirvana, too.
I know that you do. That's why I can respect your opinion. But I don't know how somebody could say that Pearl Jam's better than Nirvana.
Dog, didn't they all drop? What year did they drop? Ben, why, before we close, God damn, we got to close.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's just go ahead and close it. Damn it. We talk about music all day.
Well, thanks, guys. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of The Dong Wayne Show. We'll be back for
Dude, cut that out. I just gay ass.
a little more detailed discussion.
Yeah.
In the music world.
Hopefully the audio works. We get some more.
Hopefully the producer recorded the audio.
You know, he's a good dude. Absolute stooge sometimes.